Imagine the Arctic tundra, a place where the silence is almost deafening, broken only by the whisper of the wind and the occasional call of a distant bird. A cold, vast land of snow and ice. It stretches as far as the eye can see, a seemingly endless expanse of white. This is the home of the Arctic fox. A resilient and resourceful creature, it has thrived in this harsh environment for centuries. A beautiful creature, perfectly adapted for this harsh environment. Its thick fur provides insulation against the biting cold, and its keen senses help it find food in the barren landscape. But the Arctic fox is disappearing. Climate change is altering their habitat at an alarming rate. Their white coats, once a common sight, are becoming rare. The Arctic is changing. The ice that once covered the land is melting, revealing the earth beneath. Temperatures are rising and the ice is melting. This not only affects the landscape but also the delicate balance of the ecosystem. This affects the Arctic fox's food supply and makes it harder to survive. Prey becomes scarce, and the foxes must travel further and further to find sustenance. The tundra, once their safe haven, is becoming a challenge. The changing conditions make it difficult for the foxes to find shelter and raise their young. Their way of life, passed down through generations, is under threat. The future of the Arctic fox is uncertain, and the silence of the tundra grows ever more profound. The Arctic fox faces another danger, the red fox. As the climate continues to change, the red fox, which is typically found in more temperate regions, is gradually moving northward. This migration is bringing them into direct competition with the Arctic fox, a species that has long been adapted to the harsh conditions of the far north. As temperatures rise, red foxes move north, invading the Arctic fox's territory. The warming climate is melting the ice and snow that the Arctic fox relies on, making it easier for the red fox to survive in these once inhospitable areas. This shift in habitat is causing a significant overlap in the territories of these two species. Larger and more aggressive, red foxes outcompete Arctic foxes for food and resources. The red fox's size and strength give it an advantage in hunting and scavenging, often leaving the smaller Arctic fox with less to eat. This competition is not just about food, it's about survival. This competition for survival is fierce. The red fox's aggressive nature means that confrontations between the two species can be brutal. These battles for dominance and resources are becoming more frequent as their habitats continue to overlap. Red foxes often kill Arctic fox pups, further threatening their numbers. The predation of young Arctic foxes by red foxes is a significant factor in the declining population of the Arctic fox. This predatory behavior adds another layer of threat to the already vulnerable Arctic fox. The Arctic fox, once a master of this frozen world, is now facing an uncertain future. With the encroachment of the red fox and the ongoing effects of climate change, the Arctic fox's ability to thrive in its natural habitat is being severely compromised. The future of this resilient species hangs in the balance. But there is hope. Dedicated people are working tirelessly to save the Arctic fox. Scientists are monitoring their populations, tracking their movements, and learning about their behavior. Conservationists are raising Arctic fox pups in protected environments, giving them a safe start in life. They are also building feeding stations, providing a crucial lifeline during harsh winters. Section 4. A new generation. These efforts are making a difference. In some areas, Arctic fox numbers are increasing. Reintroduced foxes are thriving, raising pups of their own. Seeing these pups explore their icy world brings joy. It's a testament to the hard work of conservationists and a beacon of hope for the future. Section 5. Guardians of the Arctic. The Arctic is a vast, frozen wilderness, home to some of the most resilient creatures on Earth. Among them, the Arctic fox stands out, a symbol of survival and adaptability in one of the harshest environments known to man. The Arctic fox's story is a reminder of our planet's fragility. This small, yet incredibly tough animal has adapted to survive in temperatures that can plummet to -50 degrees Celsius. Its thick fur, keen hunting skills, and ability to change color with the seasons are all testaments to its resilience. It's a call to action for all of us. The challenges faced by the Arctic fox are a microcosm of the broader environmental issues we face today. Habitat loss, climate change, and human encroachment are threats that require immediate and sustained action. We must continue to support conservation efforts, protect their habitat, and combat climate change. Scientists and conservationists are working tirelessly to study and preserve these unique ecosystems. Their work is crucial in understanding the impacts of climate change and finding ways to mitigate its effects. The future of the Arctic fox, and indeed the Arctic itself, depends on our actions today. The melting ice caps are a stark reminder of the urgency of our mission. Every small action we take can contribute to a larger impact, ensuring a sustainable future for these incredible creatures. Let us be the guardians of this magical world, preserving its beauty and biodiversity for future generations. The Arctic is not just a remote, icy expanse. It is a vital part of our planet's health and balance, ensuring that the Arctic fox's story continues for generations to come. By protecting the Arctic, we are safeguarding a crucial piece of our natural heritage. Let us rise to the challenge and become true stewards of this fragile and magnificent ecosystem.